Okay, so welcome back to another video. So, full transparency, couple of days late, actually even recording this, which isn't like me at all, but this is on, Monday. 6 weeks, 5 days out now, so this will be titled the 7 weeks out video. But honestly, there's not actually a lot to say on things. I am trying to just do these videos just as like almost like a diary sort of thing, a bit of a vlog, whatever it might be. So 300 grams of carbs went in yesterday. Legs went very well this morning, so I'll drop them pictures on. Checking pictures from Saturday as well, which was at the 7 week out mark. So those should be shown for us now as well. So pretty happy, to be honest. I've seen the results and the pictures from the guys who did the PCA first show of the calendar. So mine's going to be the third show. And it was just kind of inspiring to see sort of what the standard is, what I need to do in the next six and a bit weeks, basically, to hopefully be competitive and bring home some silverware. So it's very tough to sort of even think about comparing yourself to other people. There's no point in even doing it, really. I think, the old saying, the comparison's the thief of joy. I thoroughly believe that, because you don't know who's going to turn up, and those lads that competed at the weekend aren't going to be at my show, so you don't know who's turning up, you don't know who's bringing what, and I can only do what I can do, and I can only control what I can control. So there is that thing as well. I'm just trying to be as very sort of level-headed as I can with things. So, in terms of changes, there hasn't been any as such. Just carb sources have changed a little bit. So cream of rice is in now instead of the oats, and I can't remember what else was swapped for the cream. Oh no, nothing was swapped for the cream of rice. Just made a slight adjustment. So yeah, so pretty much the same meal pre and post, just with some added blueberries in the second meal. So yeah, food in a very good spot still. Like, obviously you do get a little bit hungry, you do get a few cravings, things like that, but it's just kind of the game. It's just what it is like. And if I wasn't feeling that, I think I'd be a bit worried and not sort of think, oh yeah, I am sort of in prep. One thing I will do is, if I can get this mic clipped, I'll show you. Oops. Supplements. Hang on. I won't even edit this bit out because I'm fucking lazy. I will just show you the supplements that I'm taking on a morning. So, quite the box, but I'm going to talk you through them so you know exactly what's going on. So, I actually delayed having these just so I could kind of present them in the video. So yeah, as we can see, there's a lot going on. I'm just going to talk you through them. So, in there, multivitamin, that's Conte Sports, so that is just to kind of cover the bases. D3 is in there, a digestion capsule is in there, 4 caps of Turbo Erase from Engineered Muscle is in there as well, because estrogen was a little bit high on the last blood test from a couple of weeks back. Not that I'm worried about that. Not showing any signs of high estrogen. I think I was saying that in the last video, but that is just in there, just as a little bit of support, just to make sure nothing kind of gets any worse, or running any side effects, with obviously the tests and stuff that I'm running at the moment, coming into comp. And then we've got the omegas in there, life extension omegas in there. Again, bought them through Engineered Muscle. Turbo Krill is in there from Engineered Muscle as well. I've got half a serving of hepatic, half a serving of cardiac in there as well. That's just for general well-being in terms of controlling cholesterol, controlling lipids in general, from obviously strain through training, supplementation, cardio, dieting, everything like that. So, and that has been very, very good in terms of supporting the data that I saw in my last blood. So cholesterol was perfect, heart health, blood levels turned to red blood cells, everything like that, again perfect, which is very, very good considering those were done at like 8 weeks out. So yeah, and then there's a Turbo Digest capsule in there. I had been taking 2 to 3 Turbo Digests a day, but I'm actually finding that it's probably something that I'm going to use when I actually go into my first ever proper off season. At least that's the plan, depending on how things go. I want to go into a proper off-season, proper gaining phase, and just see what tissue I can add. So I will utilise that more, I think, in the off-season, because I'm actually finding now that digestion's running so smoothly, even just off one, that like I don't sort of need to be taking anymore, because I'm finding I'm maybe having a turbo digest with a meal and then I'm kind of getting hungry like really quick later, which isn't a bad thing. Like I think that's going to be brilliant in off-season. But it's just, well, not brilliant in off-season. Well, you know what I mean. It's more beneficial, I would say, probably in off-season than in prep. But yeah, that is kind of that. That's pretty much everything to run through. Pausing is still getting worked on. I'm pretty happy with the check-in photos, as I was showing you. I think the pauses are coming together. But it's just practicing. The routine's pretty much nailed. I shared that on Instagram on the story the other day. I am going to put a proper routine on, I think, next Saturday after a bit more practice at 6 weeks out. So do keep an eye on the Instagram at Ashton Online Coaching. That is pretty much that. Any questions, drop me in the comments. Any sort of personal questions more to do with the supplement side of things, if you know what I mean. Do just messages and I'll tell you. I kind of don't really want to be publicly coming out with all that sort of stuff. As I'm sure people can respect and understand, but I will be honest and transparent. I just don't want to be thinking, oh, it's, you know, he's doing this well because of what he's taking, things like that, because you know how people's attitudes can be and stuff like that. It's the work, it's the steps, it's the cardio, it's the training, the food, everything that literally goes into prep. So without further ado, I shall leave this one there. Podcast episode is going to drop a little bit later today as well, so keep an eye out for that, guys. I'll see you in the next one.